we are going to talk about numbers and the significance about numbers. Now, I pulled cards from both my tarot deck, and my first deck, Source, came out, and then Independent Wealth and Marriage. Now, this marriage card to me represents my commitment, my vows to who I am at the core of being. And when we know who we are to the core of being, we're fulfilled. We're balanced within our masculine and feminine, for we are one. We're a family within ourselves. I am the mother. I am the father. I am the child. I am the manifestation of what matter and energy produces. So I want to talk to y'all, about how I talk to God. And maybe it can inspire you to find how my way can form your way. And that's just it. A spiritual awakening, it's independent in of itself. But it all carries a common denominator. Number signs, a knowing, alignment, feeling, mystery, potential. You know, it's basically a trust fall to, is this actually happening? Why does it align so perfectly? How are these number signs, these number meanings so profoundly aligned in my path of recognition for me to pause and be like, whoa, I'm never alone. Whoa, thank you for that confirmation. Whoa, that was an instant manifestation for my brain to pick up on, to know that I am safe within my knowing and in my reality of being. So without further ado, I'm going to explain to you something that I seen, and this is what I've been called to share about. So number 37 is really big for me. Number 37 is God. If I see 37 anywhere, I know that God is with me, source. 3 is the Trinity, but the Trinity was distorted from many moons ago. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Well, in a previous video that I made, I explained, okay, that's annoying me. In a previous video that I made, I explained how holy, Holy, just means that. It's a Holy Spirit. It's a fragmented spirit. Okay, the Son, okay, that's a masculine energy. The Father is a masculine energy. Well, where's the feminine? Where's the balance within the Trinity? So 3, the original 3, like the original Trinity, is matter, energy, production. Matter, energy, reality. Matter, energy, human. Matter, energy, plants. Matter, energy, our solar system, our universe. So 3 is the Trinity. Father, Mother, Yeshua. Father, Mother, Emily. Father, Mother, you. For I am you. I am a biological being made up from the same substances as you. For we are one. We are one creature. We are one organism that is the same. We just think differently. We tick differently. That's what makes us individual, is our ego. Our ego, once healed, is a representation of who we are through the childlike being that it produces. Right? Like my personality is just Emily. I've always been upbeat. I've always been positive. I've always been nonchalant. I've always been curious. I was always that girl at the party. Are you a cop? Because I asked too many questions. Man, for real. So 37 is God's number to me. And maybe you can play around. Like next time you see 37 on a receipt, maybe you look at the clock and it says 137. 1 with God. 1 with Source. Sorry, I got a call. But yeah, so 37, the Trinity, Mother, Father, Child. You are a child of matter and energy. 7 is the number of divinity. So 3, 7 is God's number in my belief, okay? Number signs is what helped me wake up, because, it was so cunning, the alignment of when I would see certain number patterns. I remember I had a job interview and I seen 222. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I got this. It calmed me down. It brought me back into the present, because I know that 222 means I'm in alignment. I'm in partnership with the divine. 111 just means you are one with the now. What is your mind manifesting? Where is your emotions at? What intentions are you feeling right now that can bring in the experience for you to experience? 2 days ago, I was watching like these movies on Reels. I didn't know they have Reels movies now, but it was a really good movie. And I was quite emotional at the end of it, because it was like this kid found his lost long family, and they had such a warm embrace for him. And I'm sitting there like, but then at the bottom, it was number 77 episode on the 77th reel. So 7777, which is ultimate divinity. It's 7 times 4. So, which is 28. So 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 is 28. Okay, what's 2? 2 is alignment, 8 is prosperity. You know, I had to be reminded that I am I am prosperous, for I know I am divine. That no matter my human outcome, my human experience, I am still made whole within the knowing of who I am to my core. And it was such a beautiful, I was like, oh, I love you, Source. And it was 6:37 p.m. 6 is the number of harmony. 37 is God. I was harmonious with God, because even though that kind of irked on my personal experience, I was gently reminded in that moment, 6:37 on the timer, I was just gently reminded in that moment how loved I am from an unseen force. And that's my inner child. That's me playing with the idea of God, playing with the idea that I am of divinity. You know, the other day or yesterday, and this is kind of what led me to this video, was I'm selling things on buy and sell, and it said you had like 7 clicks, and then it was 237 views, 0 to 3 whatever, and then it said 11111. Okay, well 7 is divinity, 2 is alignment, 37 was God. That, you know what, in that moment, you know, I'm selling items, I'm getting ready to move, to restart my life. And you know, finances are always a precursor on a human mind, because, you know, like when we are living in the now and we are really resetting our identity, then what happens is, you know, we have to trust. We have to trust for me, I had to trust my method of awakening, my method of alignment in terms of number signs. 0 to 3, well, 0 is infinite. I am infinitely connected to the Trinity of the Father, of the Mother, of the choice of knowing I am. 1111 is you are in alignment. Like, what are you thinking right now? How are you thinking? Are you going to doubt your abundance? Are you going to doubt your security within the knowing of thyself? And so if we add up all those numbers, it equals 27. Again, 2 is union, partnership. 7 is divinity. What's 2 plus 7? 9. 9 is one of the most favorable numbers in numerology, 369, because 9 is, it always builds. It's the most common number that reoccurs over and over again. It's one of the most favored numbers through 1 to 10, because 9 means it's closing. We're closing a chapter to be completed. And plus, if we think about the number 37, like I identify 37 with God. So if I see 37 anywhere, then I'm like, yo, what up? I'm not alone. I know I'm in alignment, even though I feel alone. But I don't anymore. You know, ebbs and flows, okay? Like when I watched that video, it pulled on my heartstrings, because like, what does every abandoned child want? The Disney picture perfect of a family, but that was my journey, was to lean not on my own understanding, but to lean on the feelings that I felt through the healing of the misunderstanding that us as human beings are alone, just because we don't have the physical connection. We are the physical connection to all that is. Therefore, we are never alone. I hope this makes sense. look into numbers, whatever number